Hello, I'm Jeffrey Solomon from freepromotips.com. In this commentary, I'm going to address how much money do you think you should be making? And the idea for this concept came from my own personal experience when we hired a college graduate. To tell you the truth, the whole experience was appalling to me. Do kids today just think that money's going to drop out of the sky? And the details of this conversation and what took place are amazing, frankly. And I would encourage you to check that out on freepromotips.com. It's a resource article entitled, "How Much Money Do You Think You Should Be Making?" And this brings up a question about today's workforce, the work ethics of kids coming out of college. I was just at an event and I was talking to a financial guy, has a company there in New York, and he says, I won't hire an MBA out of college. They just don't want to work. They think that money's just going to drop to them. And it's an interesting dialogue. I actually started a thread on Distributor Talk on this subject, and I encourage you to check that out as well, because the question really is, what is happening with the generation? Where will the next group of salespeople in our industry come from? I remember, not to date myself there too much there, but the Fuller Brush Man. Back many, many years ago, the Fuller Brush Man was the diehard sales guy that came to people's homes. I mean, just a brutal knock-on-the-door salesperson who sold effectively high-priced brushes and household products. But we bought from him because he was a great sales guy, and at least my parents did back at that time. And there are no more Fuller Brush men. Today's college graduates and young people, I think they're content to just sit and do email. Now, I don't want to make a blanket statement because I know there are great kids out there, but this experience that I had with a college grad was rather amazing. And while it's probably a little bit rare how off the wall that thing went, still, I think there is an issue on the work ethic of today's upcoming workforce. And in this article on freepromotips.com, there's a great link to a site that has some information on these generations, the matures, the boomers, I think I'm a boomer, the Gen X and the Gen Ys that they've now become the millennials. So interesting information. And again, the question is, where is the new sales force going to come from? It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy business building.